approach sport performance and strength and conditioning with kids is I teach them how to land. And I use things just as simple as a box. And it can be this height, it can be smaller, but so many of us who want to teach them approach and jumping, but they also need to learn how to land and they need to learn what muscles to activate. And so this is the first thing I do. When I bring my kids in, we do a little dynamic warm-up, and then we go through and we learn how to land. Okay, we learn how to land where our legs are at almost a 90-degree angle. We're learning how to sit back and down, which activates muscles that actually keep our knees in a safe position. And we'll go through it. And you'll see kids, your kids will probably be on the box, and that's what their first rep is going to look like. Alright? Because they don't know how to land. They learn how to. Okay? You see a lot of that imbalance, the inability to absorb force. So the first thing I do is I take you through, and we'll do 2 or 3 sets of 10, especially with the younger age groups, and they're in groups of 3 or 4 people, and I kind of migrate from there. When they get really good, or when I feel like they're landing in a safe position and they're sitting back and down, that's when I add the more complex movements. So I may add a hurdle that they have to land and then bound over. I may add a single leg land, because let's be honest, no matter how many times you play the sport, you're going to land on one leg a couple times at some point. So I may teach them to come here, alright, so they're stable, throw the arms back, and good. Alright, so I teach them, I just take them through simple to complex progressions. They land, throw their arms back, and boom. So they're learning how to do all these different coordinated activities. What it's doing is it's teaching their nervous systems to fire. And that's the misnomer. People think you have to be huge and strong, and if you're looking at her, you're like, she's strong, she's never going to tear your ACL. It's really not about muscular size, it's about how trained your nervous system is. How trained is your nervous system to fire the muscles that need to be fired to keep you in a safe position. So instead of landing forward, which your tibia pushes out of your leg, and that's where torn ACLs come from, to now I'm sitting backwards. Alright, so how am I teaching my brain and my nervous system?